It's time for Friday Night Flights, sponsored by Casey Auto Group, Hercules Fence, Esprit Decor Home Furnishings, and Bayport Credit Union.
All right, we move into the second half of the high school football season in Hampton Roads. Great October football weather, teams playing their best as they position themselves for the postseason, and this is where things really get interesting here on Friday Night Flights. I'm Bruce Rader, and we start with the game of the week in Virginia Beach. Now, let's put this in perspective. Just 2 years ago, KEMPSVILLE High School had lost 63 games in a row. Just 2 years ago. But under the direction of Coach Darryl Cherry, the Chiefs had won 3 of their first 4 games, and tonight look to take on perennial beach powerhouse Ocean Lakes in their homecoming game, and Craig Loper was there for the Friday Night Flights Game of the Week.
Beach District teams all chasing green run. Tonight was a battle to stay close in second place. Ocean Lakes visiting KEMPSVILLE. Chiefs already up 8-0 in the first quarter. Dolphins with the ball. The swing pass out to the running back, but Karan Boyd isn't having it. A huge hit to break up the play. Now Chiefs back with the ball, working on offense. Look at quarterback Noah Lee. All kinds of time and directing traffic. Lobs it up for his receiver. That's Sterling Homer, wide open in the middle of the field, and the run after catch gets him down to the 2-yard line. We know who they're going to give it to next. He's been doing it all season. Naquan Washington Brown, the bruiser, finishes the job from a couple yards out for the score. 15-7, KEMPSVILLE leads. Second half now. Ocean Lakes actually returned the opening kickoff for a score to cut the lead to 1, but KEMPSVILLE had an answer. How about the wild Chief formation in the second half? Boyd had the big hit earlier. Now he's toting the rock. Huge gain for the Chiefs. Since he got you down there, you got to let him eat. Boyd punches it in, 22-14. Chiefs extend the lead. Washington Pierce will tack on another score as the third quarter winded down to make it 29-14. Forget all that recent history. They get it done tonight over Ocean Lakes, 36-14.
All right, great job there, Craig, staying at the beach. Green Run High School, top at the beach this year. Unbeaten, looking like a contender to win a state championship. They were expected to beat KELLAM, and they did. Another outstanding performance by Green Run quarterback Xavier Davis. Here he gets some help from last year's star, Tayon Holloway, who makes one man miss and then flies by the KELLAM secondary. 70-yard touchdown. That's what you expect when Davis and Holloway hook up. Xavier Davis not finished yet, and he likes to spread the love around this time. Even though the ball is tipped, it falls right into the arms of Tayshawn Young-Steve. Oh, wow, that's pretty fast. And that twosome does it again. Xavier to Taysing, and again the sophomore goes in to score as Green Run has got to be a state championship contender. The Stallions remain unbeaten. They knock off KELLAM 34-7. It was homecoming at Lansdown, hosting the Cox Falcons. Third quarter, Cox up 14-0. Watch Jordan Cooper, the direct snap, and he finds room on the outside. He gets held up at the 1-yard line, but stretches the ball just far enough to give the Falcons the score. Cox up 21-0. Final quarter, they're threatening again. This time, Hall of Fame coach Alan Faneca has Cooper pitch it to George Balance, but he's greeted by not a flock of seagulls, but a flock of eagles. But the Cox defense looking great tonight. They pitched the shutout, and they would go on to beat Lansdown 21-0. Some other finals from the beach. Bayside 29-13 over Tallwood. Salem over First Colonial 47-8. Churchland coach Dontrell Leonard has a good team this season, but they knew they were going to have their hands full taking on former state champion Maury in a high-octane Eastern District showdown. Nathan Epstein was there for that one. Nathan.
Couple of high-flying offenses out on the field and a lot of energy in these stands. Remember Maury, the Class 5 state champion back in 2019. And if anything can add a little more weight to this matchup, these two teams unbeaten in district play. The winner of this game takes over first place in the district and in the driver's seat for a district championship. First quarter, first drive for Churchland and White, 4-1 on the year, looking to make an early statement. Quarterback Brandon Hillman, our co-player of the week, finds Jordan Riddick, 38-yard touchdown Truckers up 7-0. Maury coach Derry McCain says, "Are you kidding me?" Then it became the Saquon Miles show. The Commodores quarterback scoots in for his second touchdown of the night. 14 straight Commodore points. Second quarter, make it 21 straight. Miles into the end zone 3 times in the first half. Maury led 21-7 at the break. Fourth quarter, the Commodores busted wide open. Amarion Granger in at quarterback for the Commodores. Look at these moves. Get excited, Monarch Nation. He's committed to Old Dominion all the way for an electrifying touchdown. Maury wins at 48-13, but Coach McCain says his team has bigger goals.
The goal isn't to be playing your best right now. The goal is to be playing your best in November, December when it starts to get cold. So, like I said, we'll go back and adjust. Good win, and we'll just take it as that.
I'm Nathan Epstein for Friday Night Flights.
Thank you, Nathan. And Chesapeake undefeated Kings Fork on the road against 4-1 Deep Creek. The Hornets defense up to the task early. Deontay Roscoe gets the sack on quarterback Cameron Butler, but Butler would respond. He's going to find Khalil Sharp over the middle. He's going to take it in for the score. Deep Creek trying to respond. Check out running back Darian Seymour Jackson. He gets the ball, makes a few nice moves, I would say so, and he takes it deep into Kings Fork territory, and this would set up a field goal for Deep Creek. And now, just before halftime, the Bulldogs trying to score. Cameron Butler this time running around, buying some time. He's going long. It lands into the hand of Hayden Lewis for the touchdown, and the Bulldogs would go on to win this one 31-6. Big win for Kings Fork. The game of the week in the Southeastern District, Western Branch playing its 7th game of the season against Indian River, who's only been able to play 4 games this year. Western Branch takes a 14-0 lead into the final quarter, but had to punt. The snap goes over the punter's head. Indian River would get the ball inside the Western Branch 10. So Indian River now on 4th and 2 from the 2. They're going to give it to Deshaun Nixon, and Deshaun is going to take it in for the touchdown. Now the defense holds, and Western Branch has to punt again. Another bad snap. And again, Indian River is going to be set up inside the 15 with only 3 minutes to go. So that brings us to the play of the week. Under a minute left, Deshaun Nixon looking to give Indian River the win, but the Western Branch defense will stuff him before the goal line, and Western Branch goes on to an exciting 14-13 win. This, my friends, is what high school football is all about in Hampton Roads. And when we come back, more highlights from Norfolk and Chesapeake, and we're going to check in with the state champions from Lafayette as Friday Night Flights continues. We love our bands on Friday Night Flights, and we love this one, the Marching Greyhounds from NORCOM High School in Portsmouth. We have them every year. They are the Friday Night Flights Band of the Week, and now to the Bay Rivers District, where Lafayette has reigned supreme for years. They are the defending Class 3 state champions, and the Rams put their undefeated record on the line against the Smithfield Packers tonight. The home team always excited to take on the reigning champs, especially on their turf. And look at them go. Less than 3 minutes in, Lafayette charging down the field, a handoff to Adrian Warren, who goes into the end zone for the early lead, and the Rams would just keep on going. Luke Hansen, what a quarterback he is, showing off his arm strength, going long to Jalen Petro, who's in for the score, and Jalen Petro is going to do it again. You got to watch this, folks. Check this spectacular diving catch. This is why Lafayette wins state championships. This is why they're undefeated. The Packers forced to kick. The failed attempt puts the Rams right back at their 10-yard line, and then on the very next play, this is DeMarcus Lawrence. As he fights his way into the end zone, Lafayette cruises to a 35-0 shutout over Smithfield. Great defense by Lafayette tonight. We had a close one in Norfolk between two longtime rivals, Norview and Booker T. The mighty Booker T. Washington team driving, but a big hit, a fumble that would lead in the drive. Norview's Joseph Allen with the recovery. Norview's got the ball now. Diamond Wells off the line of scrimmage, sacks the quarterback for a big loss. Booker T then with the big special teams play of the game. They block the punt. It's picked up by Trent Pittman, and he will score. Booker T now improves to 4-1. They knocked off Norview by 10. Check this out, a Southern Chesapeake rivalry, Hickory and Grassfield. Hickory senior Brendan Still, great season last year, catches a swing pass in the flats, cuts back through the defense. The Hawks with a big touchdown, and they can play defense too. Check out this fumble recovery by Jaquan Lewis that ends the Grassfield drive, and on offense, Hickory takes advantage. Brendan Still again inside, going around the corner into the end zone. It was a close one, but Hickory would go on to win 18-13. And next up on Friday Night Flights, NORCOM back in action. We're going to feature a player that put on quite a show for the Greyhounds faithful. That's coming up next.
Respect me. Respect me.
In Portsmouth tonight, NORCOM playing its first game in several weeks, taking on King William, 3rd and long for NORCOM, and the Greyhounds give it to Darian King. Look at that hole by the offensive line. King on his way, turning on the Jets. Darian King, 55 yards for the touchdown. Missing all those games mean kids like King have less opportunities to show off for college scouts. Here's another 3rd and long situation for NORCOM. Jaden Ratliff finds who else? Darian King, who does it again. And boy, I'll tell you what, if I'm a college scout, I'm impressed. This one, 80 yards to the house. What a game for that young man. But it was King William which made the nearly 2-hour trip to Portsmouth that would come away for the win, 37-12 over the Greyhounds. Gloucester put up 42 points in its win over Denby. Lake Taylor travels to Richmond and gets past Mills Godwin 33-14. Tab pitches the shutout over Grafton. Poquoson 24-7 over Jamestown. York with the win over New Kent 36-21. And as you can see, things are heating up as we move into the final weeks of the high school football season in Hampton Roads. Tomorrow, the big college football game. Notre Dame at Virginia Tech. Craig Loper will be in Blacksburg to bring you all the action tomorrow night on Wavy News 10 at 6 and 11. Nathan Epstein will be here tomorrow and Sunday with the Weekend Sports Wrap, and I will see you back here on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Good night.